yeah, passports didn't really exist until quite recently in time.
It really existed after 45.
Yeah.
There it was not. When I was 16, I wanted to go to Prague. It was necessary to ask our authority to have Führungszeugnis.
It's an exit visa in English. Exit visa.
Yes.
Yeah.
I was 16.
Yeah.
I had to have it to go to Prague.
Yeah.
It was after 45, all was closed.
Yeah.
And before it also, before 1933, it was no problem.
Okay. So, what did she think when the war started against Poland?
Als der Krieg ausgebrochen ist in Polen, sicherlich habt ihr geglaubt, was gesagt wurde,
Ja.
die Polen angegriffen haben. Ja, das ist ja so, ich weiß das ja. They believed that the Polish people had begun.
The Poles started the war.
Yes,
Okay.
started, yes.
The Poles attacked Gliwice.
It was
Gliwice.
written, it was written in newspaper,
Yeah.
and they believed it.
Everybody believed that.
No, not everybody, but most of the normal people. I told you my father always heard BBC, and he always heard the background of such things.
Yeah.
And he had surely another side of the things.
Yeah. Yeah. That's very interesting. That is very, very valid.
But it was not easy to tell her it is not true, because it was written in newspaper.
Yeah.
Also ich habe gerade erzählt, es stand so in der Zeitung, und der normale Bürger hat das geglaubt.
Ja,
aber
dazu war die Zeitung ja da.
Yeah. Did she realize that the Poles? When did she know that the Poles did not start the war?
Long after the Second World.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
surely.
Yeah.
And we learned in school, it was very interesting in our family. I learned in school that Russian people always were very nice.
Oh no, they didn't attack Poland. Yes, I know. Yeah, in 17th of September.
Polish and the
Yeah.
Czech.
Yeah.
And I knew from my mother that she had to go on the fields in 1945. We had nothing, and we had to go to get potatoes maybe and such things, and he was with me in some villages, and the Russian came, and one of them told her, I will have you, and had given her 5 minutes or 10 minutes time to go out,
Yeah.
and when he will find her, he will have she.
Yeah.
This I knew.
Yeah.
And in my school I heard all their fine and nice and
Yeah. Yes.
ich habe gerade erzählt, als die Russen 45 gekommen sind, hat einer zu dir gesagt, dich will ich haben, du hast jetzt 10 Minuten Zeit, mit dem Kind zu gehen, und wenn ich dich finde, dann bekomme ich dich. Und das habe ich erzählt. Und dass wir aber in der Schule gelernt haben, dass all German were bad, dass alle Deutschen schlecht waren und alle Russen waren gut. Ja?
Ja.
Naja,
Wir haben das in der Schule
du
gelernt.
musstest ja selber entscheiden, was du siehst.
Ja, aber
Wie ist er denn? Ob der nur Russe oder Deutscher war, er soll ein guter Mensch sein. Er soll gut verdienen
ja,
und etwas darstellen.
Aber wir haben in der Schule gelernt, dass die Deutschen im Ausland sich schlimm benommen haben und die Russen nicht, das haben wir in der Schule gelernt, ja, ja.
But there's a difference between when you were at the school age. A very big difference.
she means all countries have good and bad.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
It is always right. And when you have a war, it is not so easy to know what the men have done in another country. It is a lot of people did not imagine that my husband did something wrong.
Yeah, sure, of course. I've had to explain this to people. What
Yes,
and what happened.
Yes.
Anyway, but coming back, I can tell that later.
Yes.
What did you think after the victory in Poland? When the war ended in Poland in 2nd of October 1939.
Ja. Was hast du gedacht, als der Krieg zu Ende gegangen ist?
In Poland.
In Polen. Ja.
2. Oktober 1929.
Nee, also begann.
No, the Polish campaign. No.
She did not see so exactly what was in. You wanted in 1939.
1939, 2nd of October
Yes.
39.
Yes.
The war has ended in Poland.
He was reading in newspaper.
Yeah.
The Polish people began or started with a war.
Yeah.
And
They lost.
asked, answered.
Yeah.
for it.
Yes. Did she know about the alliance with the Soviet Union?
No.
No?
Surely not. Ob du gewusst hast, oder ja, was hast du davon gewusst, zum Beispiel, dass Hitler mit Stalin einen Pakt gemacht hat?
Wir haben damit gar nichts zu tun.
Okay.
Du
Bei
selber
uns
nicht.
war Arbeiten und Geld wichtiger
Ja.
als die Politik.
Okay. Yeah.
No, she was not interested in it.
Yeah.
I told you, my father was always interested, but she not.
Yeah. But what about other things though? The victory over France or the invasion of the Soviet Union?
No, it is the same.
So wichtig haben wir das
Yes.
gar nicht genommen.
Yeah.
Yes, it was very different in the German people. You must imagine. My mother was married with the right man.
Yes.
And she was waiting for a child, and they had enough to eat, enough money, and all was lucky in her life.
Yeah.
The outside war was not.
It didn't touch her.
Really in our family.
Yeah.
It came in our family on
13th of February.
1945.
Yeah. Could you ask when